Check once where the bros are here. Talking soccer, sipping root beer. From the stands to the pitch to your ears tonight. They break it down, no fluff, no gloss. Goals and misses, they count the cost. Laugh aloud while they analyze the fight. RSL bros, they're running the show. Kicking it live where the fans all go. From the mountains high to the valley low. RSL bros, they're in the know.
RSL Nation!
What's up?
Welcome back. Episode number 2 of 2026.
Oh, I was going to say, this is not episode 2. This is definitely episode 100 and something. I don't know. But yes, episode 2 of 2026. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the RSL Bros. Here you have us, Alan, Marcos, Christian. You know, just the same bros as always.
Your favorite bros.
We are... When you're here, your family. We're just going to take it. If someone copyrights us, whatever. Guys, today's going to be a fun conversation in the sense of there's some things going on, some shakings. I wouldn't say huge shakings. Actually, maybe yes, because since we last talked, there's some big shakes that went on. I just want everyone to be prepared for what we're going to be telling you guys.
Be prepared for the great Utah shakeup.
Hide under your desks. Yes. But we're not gonna say anything that's not already out there. Just throwing that out there. Everything is out there that we're saying, but you know, in good RSL Bros fashion, we're gonna throw a little twist, like always, our opinions. So
What?
Why would you do such things?
Surprise.
Who
Also,
does that?
guys, how are you guys surviving the most dirtiest air in the world right now?
I feel like I'm smoking a
Staying
couple of packs.
indoors.
Yeah, like I want to go on walks, but I can't because that's not possible.
I am eating cough drops like it's.
Ugh.
I know it's not the best thing in the world.
What flavor? What flavor cop drop you got going?
I don't know what's in my pocket. I think it might be some kind of strawberry. I don't know. It's red. It might be cherry. I don't know.
Cherry.
Whatever, guys.
My cherry.
If
I want to give a shout out to your son's team tonight. 19-0.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he didn't play tonight. It was his turn to sit out. But yes,
Boo.
19
There's a
to
reason.
0.
I was about to go to his game. Dang it.
That's. What does that say about your boy? If
No, they have to do a rotation of who's out. But they've won other games like 14-2, 12-2.
And this is why they need mercy rule in indoor soccer.
No mercy rules. No, the boys are good. The boys are doing really good. I'm happy for them. They're going to go to Mesquite here in a couple of weeks to play at the 7 Elite tournament. If you see me down there, say hi. I'm going to be with my son. So if you see me, say hi. Also, Logan, I know you're listening. I'm going to be sitting right next to you anyways.
Aw.
So
Oh, that's adorable.
it is. He's my soccer team dad friend. So
Oh.
Anyway.
we love friends on this show.
guys, stop. If you guys maybe laugh anymore, I'm going to start having a cough attack. So here we go. This is how we're going to do it. In fact,
this is how we
I
do it.
I don't think I'm going to tell you guys how we're doing this because a lot of what we're going to be talking about is already out there. So let's just dive into it. Marcos, give us our opening topic. What in the world are we talking about?
First and foremost, it's what everybody all over social media. Where in the world is Diogo Gonçalves? And
That
I
kind of
would-
worked.
Yeah, it kind of worked. Thank you, Christian. So I was at RSL Media Day, well, Tuesday, and today. I didn't go yesterday, unfortunately. But a little birdie told me the day that I was not at RSL Media Day, that's the day that Diogo was doing his interview. So Diogo is still with the team. Diogo is not gone. Diogo is not in Portugal. He's not elsewhere. Diogo is still with the team.
All right. I guess we'll just leave it at that because everyone already knows that he's taken off a lot of his RSL stuff from his Instagram.
That I don't know why, but all I know is Diogo. He answered questions for RSL Media Day. He's still with the team. He's traveling to Portugal this Saturday with them, and that's all I know.
Probably just to go home. It was an easy trip.
Did
And then
they
and then
announce the preseason roster for RSL publicly?
they
They
they they did.
publicly?
Well,
I know
publicly,
some.
no.
I think.
Okay, then I'm and if it's not
Well,
public, then
I mean, there have been some outlets that have put it out there. So I guess RSL hasn't done it, but some other people have, whether or not it's good or bad. So if you want to mention some stuff off of that, I mean,
I mean, I was just looking to see if Diogo was officially on the preseason roster. If RSL hasn't officially released it, then I'm not going to speculate off of that. But if he's been seen with the team, he's been seen with the team, which means Diogo is still our number 10
well, on his jersey at least.
on his jersey. I mean, positionally, no, he doesn't play that spot, but
And if he
Well,
did,
in
hmm,
well, in terms of other players that were not on the list of the schedule for Media Day, Victor. People are wondering about Victor. He was not there at all for Media Day. He is in Nigeria right now, but flying from Nigeria to Portugal to meet up with the team just because of visa stuff going on right now.
also that is also
mm,
a short trip, shorter than the United States to Spain, I think.
oh, much short. Oh, is it?
I mean, same hemisphere.
You could say the same thing about the U.S. to Argentina, but that's not a short trip.
I mean, you're not
You're
wrong.
so you're crossing the equator for both.
Mm. Challenge after this episode.
But
um,
gents, I gotta tell you, it felt so nice to be seeing the team, seeing RSL media back,
I,
even though it
I
was
was gonna say, how is it seeing
seeing Trey.
Trey and the rest of RSL's honestly fantastic staff? They've
Oh,
been
it
phenomenal to us. I'm so grateful for them. I
it
love them
felt
to
like
pieces.
I saw them last week. Like it was a short but quick. It was fantastic. So fantastic to see the whole team. They were buzzing to be back. Obviously, we'll get into more of the details of what everybody talked about in a second. But it was so fantastic to see everybody.
yeah, that's nice to know that. In fact, speaking of which, I know I'm on our list because we have a list, guys. It's not on our list to talk about this, but I want to bring it up because I don't know if you guys heard it, saw it. Was the media day interview with Pablo? I don't know
Actually,
if you.
I did not catch it. I've been working all day.
Oh well,
I literally got home 15
I,
minutes ago.
I don't know what you're trying to throw at here. I mean, I do work too. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Um, but this is what some of the things that I got from it was one, he said that this is the most fit squad that he's had at RSL
I was
during
saying
the
that
preseason.
that when he said that kind of surprised me because in the past we've had some good rosters going into past seasons. I'm not saying that this one's not bad at all. That when he said that kind of was kind of whoa,
Well, I mean, not good roster. It was fit.
fit
Everyone's
wise.
fit.
Correct.
Which I think speaks to the fact that the off season, I guess better said, the way the season ended really really meant something to the guys in the sense that they wanted to get better. So I think a lot of them really put in the work this off season.
That gives me Coach Carter vibes to say that they are the most physically fit. That's a phenomenal movie. Come on. And one of the things that I really like about that is that he focuses so much on physical fitness, which goes like such a long way, especially in the complex game of soccer slash football. You can have a ton of talent, but if you're out conditioned, that could lead to issues as well.
I mean, and I think maybe to your point, maybe because we are lacking in the star talent wise. I mean, it's going back to the same topic as always is X Dog. That's what RSL and Pablo Mastroeni is known for. That's just another. This is going to be another season where that's going to be the highlight instead of
Mhm.
star talent. So, I
X
mean,
Dog, that's such a Pablo phrase, and I love that phrase so much.
I
Yeah,
mean,
and then also in Pablo's interview that he had, I believe on Monday, he said that there is some missing pieces that, of course, that were missing. That they are wanting to search and wanting to fill in that missing hole that they want.
it wasn't just that. He said that there were players coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
That's what he said. How many, who they are, what position?
We have no idea. But that speaks to what we were talking about last week when we were saying it would be like shockingly bad if RSL wasn't working on something. And I like that confirmation that yes, RSL is working on stuff. Now, the timeline, I don't think anybody, and I would dare say, because the front office, they can't be vocal about it. But I would dare say they're probably as thrilled as we are about the pace of it, but we don't know what they're doing and the complexities that come with that. And I think hearing just that, just for me in this moment, this is my gut reaction to hearing this. This allows me to give them more grace.
Yes, but it also depends on the. Yes, we can give them that grace that, and we can have some hope for whoever is going to be coming in. But it's also what kind of players are we really going to be getting, what positions as well. So that's what I'm hesitant. I'm hopeful, but hesitant on who we think we're going to bring in. But the fact that there is confirmation that there are players going to be coming, and I'm gonna. This is my gut feeling that I think they're going to be joining the team when they're in Portugal. That's they have to.
That would make sense. Is it kind of like a surprise sort of thing?
I hope so. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll just pick them up while they're in Portugal or near Spain. I don't know. Maybe they'll just do that.
Bruno Fernandez, what are you doing here?
Weird. Lamine Lamal, what are you doing? Anyways, but but yeah,
Vinicius Jr. What?
no, L
No,
I
no.
Oh,
They
come on.
they
That-
lose to a second division team. No, we don't want
I was gonna
that.
say that team's falling apart harder than the Utah Jazz fell apart last year.
but you can't
All of
compare.
those players went
You
out.
can't compare Madrid and the Jazz. I mean, the fact that Madrid is falling apart, I think speaks volume to a whole nother topic where when you buy stars and try to put them together, those fall apart instead of just building a base and then building something from that base.
I was gonna say what mean Real Madrid versus Barcelona again?
Oh, weird.
Crazy.
I mean, just saying.
But speaking of Brazilians, we just lost one of our Brazilians this past.
Yeah, we did. Heck yeah.
Juan Cruz, thank you for your service. Muito obrigado.
Not really.
Por nada.
For nada. Because, guys, I'll be the first to admit, I was really, really high on this guy. As in, like, I had a lot of hope. He has talent. I think. I think there's
I lost all hope in the LAFC game when he missed that PK. That was the icing on the cake for me for Ruan Cruz.
And I've heard other podcasts say that their icing was when he pushed the wall on Vera's free kick goal, and he pushed the wall, and they disallowed the goal. They're like, you can't be that stupid.
Yeah.
I really think that amongst other Portuguese speaking players, I think he has an ego issue, and that ego will not allow him to be coachable, which is why I think RSO is like, yeah, you know what? Let's just get this loan off our hands.
So is he? If I'm getting this straight, is he heading back to Botafogo or?
He's getting loaned out to another team.
I
Well-
believe is it Bulgaria?
I can't remember where Ludogorets is. The team is Ludogorets, but that's the team that sold him to Botafogo.
Okay.
So he's going back to 2 teams ago. 'Cause I guess
And then-
they're the only ones that can put up with him.
And then what we don't get anything in return?
No, because they're paying. No, we were paying them for the loan. No, we
We
just
don't
get
even-
it. We just get him off of our list. He's
we
not
don't
a
get a
DP
box
anymore.
of pretzels. Nothing. Not even a box of pretzels.
But it frees up that DP spot because he was taking the
It's true.
DP
So
spot.
we get a DP spot back. That's what we get. Because for the complaints of people, at least Giogo's had some production. He's also played in much better leagues. So he has a bit more reason to have that pride.
Sure. I mean, I can see your point, but if you think you're that good I mean, at least help the
Well,
team.
I want to ask you guys this question. Obviously, we have a month till the first game against Vancouver Whitecaps. For the time being, would you move Gozo up top with Victor in that
Thousand
4-4-2?
1000%.
Sure.
And then would you start Dom on that right-hand side?
If you read what I'm thinking you read, then yes.
He's eager to be back in Salt Lake,
100%. 100%. Well, I'll
which
I'll
means
talk
we should give him
the
more
dude was
love.
he was burning with the eager to be back in Salt Lake City.
I
You
wonder.
don't hear that very often in sports.
He was so excited to get back to the nightlife in Salt Lake. Yeah,
The
Everything
nightlife,
closed at everything
the
closed at 9 p.m.
the nightlife in Salt Lake is better than Cincinnati, confirmed.
by who?
Ooh, ooh, those are fighting words
Dominic
there, Christian.
Marchuk.
Oh, there
Who's
we
gonna
go.
come fight me? The state of Ohio? Bring it on.
Oh my gosh. So with Rowan Cruz leaving, obviously it leaves that gap up top. There's some holes that we need to fill in, and some holes got filled in today. So let's go over some of those new signings that we got today. Christian, who did we sign today?
So the big one for me was Lucas Engel. So
Yes.
talking about Cincinnati, we've liberated somebody else from Cincinnati.
We've taken two Cincinnati players from the last time that we played them.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And so Lucas Engel, he was on loan from Middlesbrough,
Uh-huh.
who are in the championship, I believe, right
Yeah.
now,
Correct.
to Cincinnati, and he wanted out of Cincinnati, and apparently wanted out of Middlesbrough.
Actually, it wasn't he wanted out. It was Cincinnati did not want to buy his option.
Okay,
Correct.
well, we wanted him. He was like, you know what? Let's do it. And so we bought Lucas Engel. He is not on loan. I know some sources say, oh, we took him on loan to Salt Lake. We bought him full time for $1 million.
Yeah. So I guess with the signing of Engel, that obviously means that Sam won't be starting at center back. Thank
Well,
goodness.
that's what you think.
Hopefully.
He
So
could.
that means we're back to the original thing when we had Vera, that battle between Sam and Alex on that left back.
Now, I'm gonna throw this out to you guys. I need you guys' opinions. Another podcast was saying that RSL might be switching the formation to either a 3 or a 5 back.
Mm, we could.
A five I could see. A three is
Five,
just
yeah.
three just seems too risky for us.
Three is too risky. A five could work with the back line that we have right now, but not a three. I agree.
Here's the thing though. I wouldn't do it because well, how many center defenders do we really have? I mean, let's go through them. We have Glad, PQ,
Kobe.
Angle,
Angle, Kobe,
Kobe.
and Junka.
Yeah. Well, knowing that RSL on our outside backs go so high up with DeAndre and Alex, a three back would not work at all because then that would leave so much space.
Well, that's the thing though, because then you'd play Yedlin on one wing and Catranes on the other wing, and you'd basically have if we were to put names to positions, you'd have Angle, sorry, you'd have Junka, Angle, Glad as the middle back as the center backs. And then with Catranes and Yedlin being the wing backs, not full backs, wing backs, that means they can move up and down the wings. So technically you're playing a 5 back or a 3 back. Now, I'm only mentioning this because that's a possibility. I mean, that's 5. That means you have 5 other positions. And the way we play, we might have 2 defensive midfielders. So now we're down to 3 players left. We don't have enough players. That means you're going to be playing, if we're doing 2 defensive midfielders or 2 center midfielders, an attacking mid, that's Diego, sorry, Luna, and then Victor and Gozo up top. I'm not sure if that's going to give us enough offensive power to do something. So that's why I
No,
don't think a 3 or 5 back is going to work for us.
No, but if you had to pick, the 5 would fit better.
definitely, absolutely, and that's why I think, to you guys' point originally, that's why I think come preseason, come in Portugal, we might be seeing maybe one, maybe two pieces to come help in that attack with Olatunji.
Well, speaking of attack, then the other signing that we got today was
A
did
Bruin, we got
did
a
did,
Bruin.
did we draft him?
Yep. We added. I'll just
Yeah.
I pulled it up. Those who are watching the YouTube are like, what's Christian looking to the right? I'm pulling up about Sergi Solans. He is a
What
Spanish attacking
Spaniard?
midfield. Yep. He played college ball at UCLA, hence the Bruin remark.
And
We
and
selected him
Oregon
with a
State, by the way.
and Oregon State, but um, as a Pac-12 fan now, I can't mention Oregon State.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Yeah. So RSL selected him with a 30th overall pick after acquiring the 30th pick for 50,000 GAM
Heck yeah.
during draft day. So
Steal,
honestly,
steal.
it's a steal.
Well, I mean, I bet you're looking at the article. Do you have his stats right there? I think it was something like 12 or 13 goals and 3 or 4 assists, something like that, in 10, 11 games.
No, I watched highlights of this guy earlier today, and he's very similar in his scoring, just like Jesus when he was in college. So I could see him. Obviously, he's going to be with the Monarchs. He's going to pair very well with Jesus up top.
You say obviously. I don't think it's
I
obvious
don't
because
think it's obvious.
he
The
he signed
article
a
did not make it obvious.
he signed a first team contract, not a Monarchs, and they didn't say signed and then loaned. So I'm just saying, if he can show up to preseason, I think he might actually take over Jesus's chances at being on the first team.
Ooh.
Those are fighting words.
I'm hoping that this is a good promise, guys. Everyone listening, I know you guys are probably rolling your head or rolling your eyes, not heads.
Don't roll your heads.
And they're rolling on the bed too.
and thinking like, God, these guys are way too optimistic. Guys, this is the only thing we're working off of right now. So, if this guy can produce something for cheap, guys, obviously we just hit the lottery.
I mean, look at who else that we drafted who's produced at a high quality for us.
Manelli,
And Nelly.
Anelli and Jesus so far.
yeah.
Hey, Jesus is not quite to the level of Emeka. Jesus has done phenomenal for the Monarchs, and he's done okay for the first team. But Emeka has
Oh yeah, Emeka stepped in
phenomenal.
and played starter level ball. So we have 2 new signings. All right. I think, well, I'm gonna say there has been wind that there are more signings from what Pablo said from other people. So
I guess before you move on,
yeah,
obviously
go ahead.
with Vera out now, bringing in Engel, what do you guys feel it needs to be stepped up in this back line, especially with now Glad being, I guess, that catalyst, and obviously DeAndre with his experience.
First off, Glad's been the we'll say the veteran back there for the past like 4 years. So I don't think anything has changed. In fact, I actually think bringing in Engel puts Glad's starting status at risk. Just because I think Junka played well enough that him being as the left center back might do the job. And even though Fatmob I think said that Engel plays the left side as well, it
Correct.
said his main position was center back, which means that hopefully he'll be able to play either side of center back. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. I don't want to start criticizing any more players than we've already criticized, but I really think we need to start looking forward to moving off of Glad. Is he almost 30? Like we're starting to get
30 is
old.
Is 30 the new old in soccer? Is that?
I mean,
He
granted,
is he is 28. He will turn 29 this year, which means 30 is next year. You're almost one of us, Justin. You're almost a 30s guy.
But here's where my human side comes in. I feel bad for him because at this point, if start weaning him off, and RSO starts saying, "Hey, we need to move off of him," he's basically to the level of being too old to keep being a starter. If he does get moved to another team, that's the reality. No one's gonna want to pay his high paycheck that we have for him at over $1 million. Um, if he moves, it's gonna be a really high pay cut. I see Justin if he gets weaned off within the next year or two, I think he's gonna go be on some staff at RSL Academy probably.
Honestly, he's and he'll probably be phenomenal at it.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I mean, seeing as he went from beginning to end, um, but I think we really need to start turning pages. RSL as an organization and us as fans, we have a hard time moving off of veteran players. A really hard time. Um, I mean, to say that we haven't moved off of Beckerman and Nick Raimondo. Actually, I think we kind of move off to Nick Raimondo with Cabral. I'm saying I think Cabral might be Nick Raimondo status in terms of talent. But we have a really hard time letting go of players. And Glad is going to be one of those that everyone has a hard time letting go of. Everyone had a hard time letting go of Krylock. Everyone had a hard time letting go of, like I said, Beckerman, Raimondo, Javi, Sabo, you name them. We had a hard time letting go of them. Glad is not going to be the exception, and that's going to be a rough one. But
Agreed.
I mean, but going back to your comment, Marcos, about the defense, I think with Angle, I don't think we need to look for any more defensive positions. It's like starting level. I really don't.
I
We don't
agree.
we don't need to pay any more money. We pay what did we pay? 1.2 for him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be paying any more for any more other defenders. I think where we're missing is in the midfield.
Ooh.
Midfield attack.
Give me a really good center midfielder, not
I was gonna
attacking.
say center defensive mid is what we need.
Like, and I'm talking elite level. Like, give me, I mean, give me
Marco Verratti.
maybe give me Darlington Nagme level
Oh, you're wanting the playmaker. You're wanting the field
defensive.
general.
Yeah, the defensive. Like, as I just spoke about not being able to get over Kyle Beckerman. Give me a Kyle Beckerman esque, but with more finesse.
Okay.
Little,
Okay.
little less brute force. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think we're needing. A command, something defensive, but that can produce offensively.
That's what I'm worried about with losing Brian Vera, that we're gonna lose that intensity, that grit, that from that back line, because who's gonna bring that now?
But
Alex?
he wasn't a field general.
True, true. But I'm talking about to help Cabral, to help that back line.
Mm, they they're saying that the angle is comparable to Vera. But probably not in the sense that you're thinking, like the enforcer. Um,
Correct.
but uh, but I guess maybe real quick side topic. Did we even have a general on the field last season?
Not really. Cabral started to kind of mold himself into that role, but not really. Not a true general.
I
He,
think I think
he's the only one that was really it. Yeah.
teams have issues. I mean, the other 10 on the field have issues when your goalkeeper is your general. How can you have your goalkeeper be your general all the way in the back and not commanding or not being able to command everyone? I'm not saying that they can't, and I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying I'm really used to having midfielders or a forward
Mhm.
or someone be commanding everything. And that's what RSL needs right now. That's the next signing that I want. A general.
And if you want to get one of my soccer hot takes,
Ooh.
I have always felt that the best player on a team and the best player in the world should always be a midfielder. someone who's complete and true on the ball to build
True.
around that.
And that's my style as well. I need someone who's going to be able to be in the middle, and maybe let's compare it to Busquets. I want a Busquets. Give me someone that can do everything: defensive, offensive, distribute, spread the field, and guide people, tell people where to go. Um, Someone who has vision. I'm asking for maybe.
Vision's huge, and like we look at the greats in history and what made them good or what makes them good. Like we take a look at Messi. Messi, still obviously a prolific goal scorer in MLS and such, but what he's always been really fantastic at is his vision, his ability to play passes through, create opportunities, and we need that
No,
so
and
badly.
I agree to Alan's point that that's something that's been lacking the past couple seasons, that field general ever since we've lost Kyle, someone that commands that enforcing power, and we can't just have that from Hoffa. Not at all. Not at all.
No, no, no,
And
no.
we
You can't say not at all. I just
it's
want
just
it out there.
it's difficult. It's difficult.
It's different. And I don't mind him being the general. In fact, he's great at it. And
Absolutely.
he's a great teammate, a great leader.
100%.
I just want someone out on the field with the ball at their feet constantly being able to do all those things that I've already listed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe dual captain?
Dual captain.
I
But
mean,
no, but RSL also made some acquisitions in bringing in some assistant coaches. We talked about that in our last episode. And we brought in Frederic Brejant, who was with the Royals. And we brought in Jamal. Um,
find the
trying
last
to
name.
You can do it.
Jamal!
I believe in you.
Jamal Campbell Rice, excuse me.
There we go.
There we go.
There it is.
Jamal was over with the Monarchs. So I like these two acquisitions. All the homegrowns on Tuesday were talking very high praise about Jamal because they're really familiar with Jamal, especially Xavier Gozo. When he was with the Monarchs, he was
Oh
coached by
yeah.
Jamal, so he knows his tactics, his coaching style very well.
Yes, I like it. I mean, let's put on one side. I like how they did internal hiring. They already knew
Hmm.
these people, not like the previous assistants where they went external. And sure, they were good coaches. I mean, that's why they're off into their own careers now. But there's something that screams we want to keep our culture, and so let's
Hmm.
keep the coaches that we already know, that we already have, that we've already ingrained what we want, and let's bring them in to the first team. So I'm
And
going
if
to
you
look
and
at
if
it
you
from that side.
well, and if you notice, both players, both assistant coaches, Brejant was a defender in the MLS for DC United, whereas Jamal, he has experience as an attacking player in the APL. So both that's both
Hmm.
much needed.
Oh.
Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
technically, you're just replacing Olave and I guess the combo of Nate and I forgot his. No, it's just Nate and Olave, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just replacing them. But interesting, and those were done quietly because by the way, we
Very
we
quietly.
we got the,
Last week we were like, where are we getting coaches? And I was like, guess what?
They listened. They
We
listened.
got coaches.
it
That's what
wasn't
it
just
felt like.
it wasn't just like that. It was Marco sent us over the preseason roster, and they were on there, and
They were out there.
we're like what? um,
I can just imagine somebody from RSL's media team listening to our episode going, "Oh, just you wait.
you should have waited one more day.
One more day." It was literally one more day.
That's what's probably gonna happen to us tomorrow. The day that this episode comes out, all of a sudden there's gonna be like 3 new signings.
Right?
That's
So
usually how it goes. Usually how it goes.
usually,
Uh,
let's switch gears into a recap I know you mentioned you went to preseason media day, 2 of the 3 days, but let's get into exactly what you heard, saw, what you asked, all of it. So let's go there.
Yes, to your point, Alan, I went 2 of the 3 days. So I'll start with Tuesday. So Tuesday was with the younger folks, with the players that were on the Monarchs that were working their way from the academy, trying to make it to the first team. So we had the likes of Owen Anderson, Jesus Barrera, Griffin Dillon, Zach Booth, Aiden Herzerkani, and then Max Kirkfield. Um, yeah, and all of them had pretty similar answers. They're all very excited to have this opportunity to be with the first team. Gave shout outs to all of them for making that progress from going from the academy to all of a sudden making it to the first team, which is not easy at all. A lot of people don't know this, but Griffin Dillon, local kid here from Utah, who from Sandy, Utah, played for La Roca. He had season tickets growing up in Section 21, Row 5. Gave a shout out to that. So that was really cool. He has experiences, has memories of watching Javi, watching Kyle, watching Sabrio, and that's what wanted it piqued his interest. And he's like, having this badge on my shirt, just I have to pinch myself every day, every single day when I have this crest.
That's so
Um,
cool.
I asked Max, RSL's third keeper, what advice and what have the conversations been like with Hoffa? And he's like, Hoffa's been like a dad to me. He's helped me every single day. He's been mentoring me along the way. And going into my second season, I need to gain that confidence, which I was lacking that first season.
Hoffa's such a great guy, Flip.
Oh man,
100%,
we need to get
100%.
him on the podcast.
So much,
Seriously.
so much. But Zach Booth, another local kid
Oh.
from Eden, Utah, the kid that we brought over from Europe, super nice guy. Zach Booth, I'm so excited to have him with RSL. Obviously, his brother Taylor is over there in Europe, and he said that he had a long phone call with his brother Taylor. And he's like, no, you need to go where you're most comfortable, where you have family, where you grew up, and that's where what he chose to come back home, because just like everybody else, he played for La Roca, went through the academy, and then now he's here.
Well, I think you've already plugged in enough La Roca today. I think we can stop. Let's stop that, please.
There's a few more other plans.
How much are they paying you?
Seriously, I
It's like,
mean,
we will pay you $5 for every time you said La Roca during the podcast. You're just like La Roca, La Roca, La Roca, La Roca, La Roca.
no, but in all honesty, leaving rivalries and other feelings of club soccer aside, La Roca has produced a lot of players that have played professional soccer, not only for RSL but for many other clubs. So, um,
No, and then I guess the last thing, I talked to Griffin Dillon, because as you guys know, he plays similar position to Caliskin, to Pablo Ruiz, to obviously Ojeda when he was here, of all those guys. And I asked him, what advice have those players who are on the first team given to you? And he's like, nothing, nothing. I haven't really talked to them at all. I'm just doing everything that I need to be doing. Because if you look at his
Interesting.
stats last season for the Monarchs, 5 goals, 9 assists. This kid is a baller.
Ooh.
Like give it 2 years or less, he is going to be getting first team minutes.
it better be less. It better be this season. In fact, again, another podcast was talking about how they're just drooling over Griffin.
Oh, Griffin
Um,
Dillon is amazing.
and so I would hope that, I mean, we don't want anyone to get injured. We don't want anything bad to happen. But if worse comes to worse, having Griffin Dillon as a starter wouldn't be a bad idea this
Oh,
season.
no.
At some point, give him some games. Give him a game or two. I
And of
think
course, I
that
think
would be the best.
somebody else that was there on Tuesday asked, I think every single one of these players this question: what's your goal? What are your expectations for the season? Every single one of them said to start a game for RSL this season. And how awesome would that be? You work this hard, your goal, your accomplishment to go through the academy to make that. And I think these players have that chance to do that, especially with Booth. Booth is a very talented player that he's going to do it.
And I think that hunger is what is what's gonna make the first team players work a little bit harder, so that way they
100%.
don't lose their position to these guys who have a lot of hunger. I hope that
Hunger.
hunger. I wish, I hope that these guys can break the first team. At least get a sub in the first 10 games. Some one of them get to be a sub. I have a feeling that Zach Booth is gonna be one of them. He's gonna be like competing with Wolf, with Tyler Wolf. Um, and maybe throwing a Griffin Dillon in there if the defensive midfielders aren't all healthy. Maybe throw him into the mix. So
Yeah.
what else
And
you got?
then, well, and then we move on to today for Thursday. First person I talked to was Dominic Marchuk, and I sent you guys some of those notes from Dominic, and that was kind of eye-catching what Dominic told me. I'll read over some of my notes that he said, which was, since he wasn't a good experience for me, he wasn't able to develop his talents the way he wanted to. It was a lot of sitting on the bench. It was a lot of not starting to his potential. When I was in Poland, talking about his international playing experience there in Poland, I was able to show my best self, my best experience. During the time away, I was able to develop my mentality and prepare my body for the challenges ahead.
All
So,
right.
so
Does sound like his English has improved.
well, that
Yeah.
was all that was all
Ah,
translators.
Oh, an interpreter right there. Oh.
dang it.
No, but just listening to Dominic just shows that he's hungry. He's hungry. He's ready to be back in Salt Lake City
But
and prove that they. I
what
don't
were
want to say
his
make.
facial expressions during this? Because that will
Oh
no, but seriously,
no.
that will say a lot.
Oh no, it showed hunger, readiness to be back on that pitch, that he's ready to fight for that position with Gozo.
I'm ready. I'm ready to see it because
And
I
I asked him that question, what's it like? What's it gonna be like for that battle between you and Gozo for that spot? And he's like, I know. I know Gozo is a world class player. I know what his potential is, and I'm ready. I'm ready for that.
I'm ready
Ready here.
for it. I'm ready for it. I mean, barring a formation change where Gozo goes up top, I'm hoping for a Dom Gozo kind of battle for starting.
Those two together would be so much fun to watch.
Gozo up top, Dom on the wing. Yes, I'm for it.
Yeah, and then moving in later this afternoon, we had more people. We had Luna, we had Glad, Gozo, Hafa, PQ, and then of course Alex. Pretty much everybody was just all the same. Just everybody during their off season. Obviously, they went home with family. They went on their vacations. Brazil. Some went to Costa Rica. Some went to Greece. But a
Stump the Greek.
stump the getting more tattoos as always. But all of them said the same thing. They put in the work. They put in the grind that they need to get ready for this offseason because they were hungry to get back. As you guys probably saw from videos, Gozo, he stayed in Utah. He was at the academy every single day that he mentioned to us in media day, on the field every single day inside the facilities, working on what he needs to. He was saying a lot of the in cuts, working on coming on the left side, cutting in, going to the far goal. Um, Diego. Somebody asked him preparations for the World Cup, and he's like, "No, my focus is on RSL and RSL only. When the World Cup comes, the World Cup will come. My main focus is RSL right now."
Love that so
I
much.
appreciate that. I really do appreciate that because that's been a huge worry for me and probably a lot of others that thinking that he thinks he's already on another level and he probably wants to leave RSL. He probably wants to go play Europe to get ready for World Cup, etc. But hearing that, I appreciate that.
No.
Eh,
Diego looked like yes, he obviously cares about wanting to play. That's every kid's dream to play in the World Cup. But no, his focus, as he was talking to me, was just the crest on his shirt, was just Real Salt Lake. Somebody, of course, asked Xavier Gozo about the rumors with Aston Villa. He's not clueless. He knows all the rumors. He's on social media just like the rest of us, and he says, "Yes, I know all the rumors that's going on, but that's between my agent and the teams. Right now, I want to try my hardest to play for Real Salt Lake. This is my boyhood club. This is where I grew up. This is where I want to be."
Great.
And you talk about how all of these players are like putting in the work with the off season. It sounds like they've got a bit of chip on their shoulders from how last season was, and I
Yeah,
hope they do
yeah.
because
A lot of the players were saying how much they hate how long this offseason has been, just because
It's been long.
interesting.
I mean,
Yeah,
for them, it started at the end of October.
yeah, yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, we're going on 2 full months. We're on our third month right now. 2.5 months without an actual game. End of this month will be three. So almost 3.5 months of off season slash preseason. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Um, yeah, that's just way
And
too much.
hey, at least we get the mini cup next year.
We get
That's what they should call it, the MLS mini cup.
MLS mini.
Gone
Um,
Darber, you heard it here, man. The
yeah.
mini cup.
Gundarbert, do it.
No, but all videos from RSL Media Day, we'll drop them this weekend. But it was a good experience to see the guys once again, and just to hear their excitement to be back with the club, to be heading out to Portugal this weekend to get ready for their games.
And
I'm look.
reminder of when the games are?
Yeah, first game is the 22nd. So next what day are we
Thursday.
A
on?
week from today.
A week from today. So 22nd is their
From
first
recording.
game from recording. So they'll play 3 games in Portugal, come back to Utah, then they'll go out to SoCal.
Interesting. All right.
California.
Yeah. What the heck was that? All right.
Cali, bruh. No, I'm
Nice.
hey, I'm looking forward to Gozo's first dap up of the season because he daps up so well.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
last thing. Obviously, I talked to Jay Glad, asked him what his goals are for this season. He said, I want to do better in goals than I did last year. He's reaching for a 5-6 goal year this year.
I thought it was to get a new
Love
dog.
No, no.
I was like, he has a dog.
No, he wants
That
to
says
be
a
on
new
that.
dog.
He wants to be in that 5-6 goal range this year.
Make sure they're goals for us, not against us.
I'm here for it.
There we go. All right. Well, hope you guys all enjoyed the thoughts on all those topics, because that's everything that you guys know, we know, but now you guys have our opinions on top of that. Now, the most fun part of this episode,
I love it. I love it.
Instagram questions.
Did
You
we
guys-
get a
you-
lot this week?
Absolutely. You guys, I love these.
Yes.
I love this part. Love this part so much. Here we go. Will we make the playoffs this season? I know
Yes.
we haven't even had a first preseason game of the season. We're already asking this.
Yes, we're gonna
Yeah.
make the playoffs. I mean, the fact that
It's
you don't
9
hear
teams.
you don't hear anything about what is it? Kansas City's not doing jack diddly. Who are the other ones that
Minnesota's lost their whole team pretty much.
Minnesota lost their whole team. Vancouver's lost a
Colorado
lot.
bled a few players.
Colorado. Houston
s-
only got Hector Herrera.
San Diego's dealing with
Yes.
Chucky.
Yeah, Chuky's not with
Bogus
it.
might be going to Houston though, and that's scary.
Eek, that's true. That's
That-
true. But
Ricky Puig is out again, so he's getting a ceremonial paycheck again.
that's
from
right.
LA.
Galaxy is probably not going to make it.
So obviously, in a couple of weeks, we'll give our preseason predictions.
Give
Once
me
the schedule comes out.
Once I
yeah. What do you mean? What we already have the schedule, bro?
Full schedule?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
full schedule.
Oh, y'all, it's been a long day. I'm sorry.
They released that in December.
I was
Oh,
like,
that's right. Yeah,
he was
Justin
waiting for the
Glad,
Royals.
Campfire.
No, they released it in November because that's when the whole messy stuff started going on. Anyways,
Yeah.
That's true.
but yeah, I think we're gonna make the playoffs.
Absolutely. Next question for you guys: will the Monarchs compete in the Open Cup since RSL isn't? I want to say yes.
I don't know.
I don't know
thought
for
they
sure, but-
announced that already. See, U.S. Lamar Open Cup.
I mean, it would make sense, but at the same time, this is the unfortunate part about the U.S. Open Cup right now. I know it should be really important, and I know it's the oldest tournament in the country.
It should be every.
But-
It should be every soccer team.
But I've lost interest because of U.S. soccer. They've made me lose interest because of the formatting. Or maybe I should blame the MLS. I don't know who to blame at this point, but
I
um,
blame Leagues Cup.
also, also, but I don't know if the Monarchs are in it, then hopefully they do well. I mean, from the sounds of it, we're getting a lot of good players that could be really upper level Monarchs. So
We will see.
are we looking at another championship? Take a
Possibly.
Yeah, wait for it.
Next question. I really like this next question. How did you guys get your start, and what is it you do that is something that you guys really enjoy?
How did we get our start? Well,
Well, it
I'll
all
I'll
started.
I'll give the brief story. Marcos was on another podcast um that now no longer exists. Um and here's the funny part. Since they don't exist anymore, I'm just gonna flat out tell it. So sorry, Marcos, if I throw you under the bus. Um I was also doing a Spanish podcast for soccer, and also kind of died off as well. So I was without a podcast. Marcos was saying he wanted to do a podcast with me at the same time he was with this other podcast. That other podcast got wind that Marcos started. We did one episode, didn't we? We did our very first episode, and after that first episode, they said, "Marcos, we're letting you go." So they let Marcos go, and literally after they let Marcos go, that podcast didn't record. They recorded one or two more times and died. And so
It's
we
true.
just
Wow.
and that was back in 2023.
We're going
Right?
into season. This is season number 4.
Holy cow. We've been doing it this long?
Three and a
Yeah,
half.
this is gonna be my second full season.
So this is season 3 or 4.
We started in May of 23 because we started the year that Chicho came in, that
yeah.
July. And then Christian joined us the following May.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's our origin story. If you want more details, find us and we can give you more details and make fun of the other podcast that doesn't exist anymore.
You know, we've answered this question many times, but we'll answer one last final time. Do you guys think we'll ever see KB5 on our staff? No.
No. At this
No.
point, no.
Yeah. I do hope that we can see him. Is his name up on the
Yeah.
No.
No. His
Negatory.
name needs to be up there.
that name needs to be up there. And I think that's the last name that needs to be up there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Because we only have Jason, Javi, and Nick, I think, right?
Correct.
KB5 is literally the last one.
And Sabo.
No. Sabo, no. Sabo is up there, but like if we're talking, this is Mount Rushmore, and literally those four are the RSL Mount Rushmore.
You
No,
can't have 5 on a Mount Rushmore. Oh.
No. There's only 4 faces on Mount Rushmore, and literally, I don't think there's any debate. If anyone else thinks that there's another face that we can add or replace in that Mount Rushmore, let us know.
Come DM Allen.
Yeah, come DM me.
Next question: could a U.S. men's national team all-time start 11 win a World Cup?
All-time starting 11?
All time. That's the question.
Should we try to put it together?
Depends. Are they playing this year? Are they playing
I think now.
now?
Put an all-time starting 11. Who do you start in goal?
Tim Howard.
Tim Howard.
Brad Friedel.
No, Tim Howard.
Tim Howard.
Tim Howard.
Tony Miola.
Tim Howard.
Tim Howard.
Yeah. All right, fine. Tim Howard. I mean, forward, who would you do?
Clint.
Landon Donovan.
Clint. And
McBride.
Landon.
Ooh, McBride's a good choice.
McBride is a great choice. McBride and Landon next to each other. Just saying.
That one.
Let's just do a 4-4-2.
My midfield. Can Jermaine Jones get in there?
Yes. Defensive mid. Yeah. Jermaine Jones.
KB5.
Oh, you think KB5?
For defensive mid, yes. Because the 20 he was on the 2014 World Cup. That team played exponentially better when he was on the field.
It's true. I'm not going to argue that one. Outside backs, Chirundolo and Jones.
Yep.
Center back, would you put Berhalter in there?
No, I put Bocanegra in there though.
Ooh, Bocanegra, that's right.
This
Also,
guy knows ball.
no, I'm going to replace KB5. I'm going to put Pablo.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes.
There.
I'm putting Pablo in that one. But who's going to be our wingers? I can't think. DeMarcus Beasley.
Okay. DeMarcus Beasley.
I guess do we have to put in Pulisic in there?
I think Pulisic.
We have to put
he's a sub off the bench.
but we have to put Dempsey in there too. Dempsey
We also
over
Pulisic.
Pulisic.
We also forgot DeMarcus Beasley.
I just said DeMarcus
You just
Beasley.
said, oh god.
What will this team actually win a World Cup? I don't think they're going to win a World Cup.
Ugh. Because
No.
if you're to do all time starting
No.
11s for each country, yeah,
No. But
No.
to be fair, the U.S. team with Landon Donovan, Josie Altidore, Clinton Dempsey
that's right.
beat World Cup champions Spain in the Confederations Cup.
True.
Also true.
I mean,
That's a tournament that quietly disappeared.
yeah, it did.
Bring it back. Bring that back.
That's a discussion for another day. I like that.
Have you gone back and watched highlights from that game? It's so great because Spain is so confused as to how they're losing to the Americans.
No,
It's so great.
I go back and watch the original 2-0 from the 2002 World Cup.
That's so good too.
That the original 2-0 is good.
You're just
Anyways.
like
Here you go. Last and final question of the night for you guys. With the World Cup, will the World Cup have a positive impact on attendance at RSL games?
So funny thing, I think the last last game before the World Cup is like May 22nd or something like that.
Correct.
And we don't play again until August.
Correct. Yes.
I don't know how much impact we can say that the World Cup will have.
I'm gonna say maybe afterwards. Like, let's say the U.S. makes like a semi-deep run in the World Cup, then people are gonna maybe be more interested and want to come to RSL.
I think there will be a bigger hype beforehand. I think we'll see increased attendance beforehand, and then we'll settle into normal numbers afterwards. Maybe a slight increase afterwards, but we'll settle to normal numbers afterwards. It all depends on how the team's doing as well, and if we sign any big stars by then.
I can see both sides. I can see the before because we have Messi and everyone's getting hyped up about not only that game, but yes, the World Cup. But I can also see Marcus's point afterwards if the U.S. does make a let's say a good quarterfinal run, because there's also an extra round in there. So if we make the quarterfinals, that's actually pretty deep. And Luna is playing.
That's
Luna
what I'm saying.
comes back. That's an increase.
Yeah, that's true.
So depending on how the U.S. does, all those what ifs, that's gonna be a big factor.
Interesting.
But we have a big announcement, you guys.
Drum roll, please.
Coming February 21st, RSL Bros are doing a watch party at Kaye.
Woo!
You guys heard it here. So mark it on your calendars, February 21st, 5:30 p.m. Doors are going to open at 5 o'clock. So be there, be square. And did I mention that there's street soccer there? So if you don't want to watch the game, come play some street soccer.
Be there or be square, Marcos. Not be there and be square.
You could be both. You could be both.
I love it. I'm gonna be there and be square just for you, Marcos.
RSL Bros, be there and be square.
Yes, excellent. I'm there, and so should you guys.
Yeah.
Should that be a T-shirt for RSL Bros merch? Be there, be square, RSL Bros. We're gonna have Gondarber shirts and then be there, be square shirts.
That's the new saying this season. All the kids are saying it. Be square.
Oh my gosh. That is a great way to finish off this episode, guys. Thanks for all the conversation. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as we did. So make sure you guys I guess pay attention this week because who knows what kind of transactions are going to happen. But if they happen this week, just know that next week we're going to talk about it, and you're going to hear exactly what we think about every single one of those. And if nothing happens, then we'll just go over the stats, quote unquote. Since we can't watch the game, we'll go over the stats.
Yeah,
of,
we'll break down the next week's game because preseason it all kicks off next week.
yes, it does. Woo! All right,
Run
Marcos,
it back, run it back, run it back.
send it off. Send us off.
If you guys are not already, head over to X, head over to TikTok, head over to Instagram, and follow us at the RSL Bros, and watch us wherever you catch your podcast on Spotify and Apple, and make sure you watch us on YouTube.
Yeah, find us on all the socials. We're there.
You guys, take care and have a wonderful weekend.
Enjoy your 3-day weekend, y'all.
Oh yeah, that's true. Anyways, bye.
3-day
Ciao.
weekend.